I'm discouraged and confused why everyone is complaining about 2016 more than any other year.
You're not sure why?
Kind of.
Donald Trump.
I mean...
David Bowie.
Yeah, celebrity.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, like, good people who died.
Yeah.
And bad people who won.
Yeah.
It's
like... the way the world works forever. I keep seeing these funny memes of 2016 where it's like...
Remember Obama? We had him for 8 years. Everything was good.
But celebrities died.
Yeah.
Some from suicide. There was natural disasters. Every single year has a bunch of bullshit. And this year, I don't know if it's because every single person has a forum to put their opinion out there, and a funny joke was like, me at the start of 2016. Me at the end of 2016.
I mean, there was also, like, a lot of terrorism this year.
There's a lot of terrorism every year. There's a bunch of shit happening in the world. And I had a moment flipping through where it was like 14 in a row where I was like, I mean, is everyone just shouting I hate 2016 because everyone else is?
Name one good thing that happened this year.
One good thing?
Yeah. Because that might be it. It might be the lack of good things on top of the, you say, normal amount of bad things.
No cavities.
Okay, that's not really good for the world, though. It's not like...
My shiny teeth and me.
Yeah, that only benefits you and the people who watch these videos, I guess.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah, you would hope there'd be one good thing.
Oh,
the Cubs won! There's a new Star Wars!
There's gonna be a new Star Wars every year, though.
True.
That falls right into the pattern, and I didn't really like it. So, that isn't a positive for me.
Oh, that was a beautiful film. It was a beautiful film.
Really?
Yeah, I actually really liked it.
And everyone else seems to.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm on the minority side of this whole thing, but was not a fan.
What other good things happened?
That's what I'm saying.
Not a single one in your mind?
The Cubs winning was cool.
What about, like, world things? Huh.
Overall, in 2016, the negatives have outweighed the positives. And I think that is why people have said it's such a shit year. Because so many big, bad things that are going to affect the world have happened in this year.
Big, bad, 2016, the baddest year. And
God. Didn't realize what you were doing. You're doing a Big Bad Leroy Brown parody?
Yeah, you know. Leroy Brown 2016.
Works perfectly. I'm glad this is an uncut video so that all gets to stay in.
Yep, it's pretty good. I understand. I just had a moment of, I'm complaining about people complaining, so what's the deal there?
Part of the problem.
Yeah, part of the problem. But I don't know. I guess maybe my personal life on a day-to-day basis hasn't changed. It's not going to change.
Yeah. I mean, you're also... That's like the mindset of those people who are like, climate change isn't real, it snowed. Like, personally, for me, the weather seems great and normal, so climate change isn't real. Like, that's that very, like, self-centered mentality.
Oh, absolutely. Very self-centered. Also, people who are complaining, though, what did you do this year to make a difference?
They voted?
I did, too.
Right. I'm saying,
like, give me another thing. Like, what else happens? And, like, I think celebrities dying and beautiful artists and musicians, it sucks. But, I mean, it just is what it is. If someone got, like, assassinated or there was a natural disaster that killed some people, it's like, dang, that caught me by surprise. And it's super shitty. Like, yeah, hearing Prince died because he had a drug overdose. Sucks.
Yeah.
But that's... Someone else, like Robin Williams died just a couple years ago. Everyone was sad for a couple weeks, and then it's just like, all right.
People are still sad about these things.
I guess.
You are not. That's the thing.
I guess, and it's like everyone's like super hopeful for 2017. Like, come on, 2017, you're gonna be something better. It's
but also, like, what are people supposed to do about celebrity deaths? Is the average person who's sad about Prince being like, oh, I wish I could have reached out to him beforehand? That's not a possibility.
I mean, yeah, being sad, that's part of the whole process of mourning and all that.
Like, a lot of the stuff that has happened is largely out of people's control, so they couldn't have done anything about it anyways.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like anything happening like overseas as far as like terrorism or elections and bombings of innocent people, like all those things. The people who are complaining, in your words, about 2016 sucking couldn't have done anything to prevent most of those things.
Yeah.
So I think it's okay to, I would not use the word complain, but I think it's okay to say, hey, 2016 kind of sucked. And I think it's also a thing where it felt like every week there was another thing that was like, boom, sad, boom, sad, boom, sad. And it was like,
welcome to our new show, Boom Sad.
That's You've just been boom sadded.
That's our new news outlet, Boom Sad.
I mean, that's not a terrible name for a news show.
Yeah, it's really not.
Welcome to Matt and Matty's Boom Sad, your weekly news show.
This puppy had no arms.
Boom
Sad. Just waddles away, gets dragged off. No, puppy!
That's... I thought it was a good idea to make Boom sad.
No.
I've changed my mind because I don't want to talk about armless puppies all the time.
Yeah, and I by no means think people complaining, for my lack of a better term, I don't want it to come off, and I know it will, of me being like blah 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 blah. That's how it comes off. But at some point, the way I view the world is, I think the calendar is dumb. I think years are stupid. I think holidays are kind of dumb too. But like, it's like putting this, like, the new year, I think that's the biggest bullshit in the entire world. Yeah.
Oh, I get your...
It's like the
right.
entire...
The
every
core
day,
thing that is upsetting you is that people see it as like a reset button.
Yes, and it's
they're like, oh no, but things will be better next week.
Or we can only hope 2017's like this, and it's like, so every year from here on out, are we just going to be like, ugh, 2017 sucks as well?
I mean, I'm sure some people will have a better 2017 than they did 2016. And I think it's a motivational thing of like, people do it when they turn certain ages. They're like, okay, well, in my 30th year on this earth, I am going to do this.
Are you turning 30 next year?
I am turning 30 next year.
What are you going to do?
This, probably. I'll sit here and make a video with you about being a 30-year-old. But it's just that thing of like, I think it's not necessary that people use the new year as that tide shift, but it is a motivator, and like people will sometimes need those things to get off their ass and do something.
Yeah, that's true.
And maybe they wouldn't. Like, if there wasn't a new year, that doesn't make sense. But if
there wasn't I think people, we're all stuck in our little routines and we're doing our little stuff and we all feel sad or we get like complacent, and then it's like this moment for everyone to be like, Happy New Year! I'm gonna lose 35 pounds! I'm done drinking soda! I'm gonna call my mom once a week! That's my New Year's
It's really easy
resolution.
to say, like, since that is such a reset in a lot of people's brains, it's easy to be like, okay, those shitty things, I'm leaving them behind and moving forward. And I think for most people it's a good thing.
Yeah. I just don't... I don't think people are hopefully not thinking this way, actually. To blame a year for being shitty.
I don't think people are blaming the number.
Yeah, like, fucking this giant 60.
Oh,
no! And it just, like, creeps over the mountain and he peers down.
I see you!
No! But I would hope that it's... Maybe we need a couple of shitty years.
Why?
Then we can make some changes. It's a realization. Electing Donald Trump's a big thing. Because then we're like, oh, our system's fucked up.
Yeah, we should probably go vote for a bunch of senators and representatives as soon as possible.
Let's make some changes.
Yeah. This was a downer of a one-taker.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. I don't know how to meditate.
I feel like I'm in a higher state of being.
You're good?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I have some bad news for you. On top of all that other bad news we just talked about.
What?
Guess what's happening next week?
Oh, no.
Something horrible.
Ingrown hairs.
I mean, that could also
Hang
happen.
nails.
But I can't really predict those. But the one I can predict is there will be no Matt and Matty content on the internet next week.
Aww.
We're taking Christmas week off.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Lame.
I mean, it was we talked about this. It was a choice we made.
I'm making it, because I'm contrarian today, I'm making it seem like, I don't agree with this. Bullshit.
Yeah, we're going to take the week off, so no video and no podcast next week. But we'll be back after the new year.
They're going to be bright and fresh.
Yeah.
And fuck yeah, we're going to bring Matty best thing ever 2017. Wow!